Hello and welcome back to the Protea Academy YouTube channel. I'm Michelle, and in today's video we're going to be chatting about what you should be looking for, or what traits you should be looking for in a bookkeeper. Now, you probably already know that you need a bookkeeper and that having one is important for the success of the business, but do you know what makes a good bookkeeper? There are many factors, including education and experience, that you should be considering when it comes to looking for a new bookkeeper. But it's important to remember that you should be looking for someone who is educated in and experienced with bookkeeping and accounting specifically, and not just the software that you use. In our view, accounting knowledge and experience trump system knowledge and experience every time. Now, knowledge is important, but there are certain personality traits that you should be looking for. And with the correct traits, they'll make your life easier and provide a work environment that helps you trust them without having to worry about the books. So with that said, let's take a look at some of the key traits that you should be looking for in a bookkeeper, including one that exceeds all the rest all the time. First up, we have communication skills. Now, accounting is confusing, and knowing what an accountant needs can be even more confusing. A bookkeeper must be able to distill complex data for lay people, so make sure they can accurately deliver details in a way that actually makes sense. Verbal and written communication skills must be above average, and if the bookkeeper can, or if they can't communicate clearly to you, it doesn't matter how good their work is, it won't add any value. Next up, we have attention to detail. Now, it's critical for accountants to have great attention to detail. Making decisions based on bad information can lead to absolutely devastating errors in processing and reconciliations. Bookkeepers are almost always the ones called in when things are amiss. So being able to identify what is out of place, what is inaccurate, is just as important as being able to make sure that the data is accurate in the first place. Now, for most people, the main reason that they hire a bookkeeper is to help improve their level of organization. So if your bookkeeper isn't organized, how can you trust that they'll keep you organized? Being organized and knowing what to do and when to do it is an important trait of a good bookkeeper. Empathy is another key trait. Bookkeepers don't just work with personal or work in personal finance. They work with people's hopes and dreams, and showing empathy toward a business owner when things, or in times when things get frustrating, is vital. So often as a bookkeeper, you will need to listen, hear someone and apologize, even if it's not your fault. We need to be there as a shoulder of support, because in the most difficult times, people often look to us for help and guidance. Being understanding and empathetic to their troubles will be the difference between an average bookkeeper and a good bookkeeper. Now we know what it takes to be a good bookkeeper, but what makes a great bookkeeper? What makes a bookkeeper stand out from all the rest? And the answer is consistency. As Drew Barrymore said, I pray to be like the ocean, the soft current, maybe waves at times. More and more, I want the consistency rather than the highs and lows. And I think that sums it up perfectly, because consistency is the key to success. There's nothing more important than having a bookkeeper who is consistent. You want to know what work is getting done, when it is getting done, so when you can expect deliverables. Knowing things will be done on time every time takes all of the guesswork out of the equation and leaves you with one less thing to worry about. And let's face it, you have plenty to worry about as a business owner. So finding someone who is consistent will make the experience and your life a whole lot better. Ultimately, in the bookkeeping world, consistency trumps everything else. As always, we trust you found this video insightful, and should you have any thoughts, comments, or suggestions for future content that you'd like to see, please feel free to pop it in the comment section below. Please also join us on our social media platforms such as LinkedIn and Facebook, or at our website at proteafinancial.com. Protea Academy, striving to achieve better accounting for everyone.